Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's begin the final chapter of this epic story. So far we've gotten... Oh, extras. Okay, well, that doesn't matter. Nighttime so far was the worst part. It was that the woods and the river and the whole thing was scary. Except the last parts. After that, they were okay. So at the beginning of the King's Dream, this should actually be pretty cool. I think we're going to get a payoff for the story. And alright, I'm going to quiet down for a second. Let's hear the king.
Ah, it's you. The boy from my dream. What a strange dream it was. My life's work was being destroyed, and all I could do was watch.
Come, sit here by the fire.
It all began right there, in the house I grew up in. I heard a heavy knocking at the door, just like on the night I left. I opened the door, but there was nothing there, just white space.
So that hippo is pretty untrustworthy, but this is actually pretty cool. Okay. I won't use well, no, I'm gonna use it just for convenience of progression and because it's kind of fun. So I miss the black paint though. The water is kind of cool, but I miss the black paint. That was more fun. Also, why is some of the paint jumping out of the way? Oh well, it doesn't matter.
When I got outside, disaster. Some miscreant had painted everything. My garden was ruined.
I'm gonna... So... There's my bench I sat in. Oops. Oops.
And then my statue spoke and said,
Help me! Some little hooligan is running around splattering everything in the garden. I think he's headed for the... Something got in my mouth. Oh dear.
This is actually pretty cool. So I can't wash the paint off, as it would appear. I thought that was going to be a thing at first, but it's not. That's a shame a little bit, but it's okay. Oh, this is neat. This is cool.
My unfinished labyrinth, abandoned and forgotten.
It's probably got paint all over it too.
Your dreams have...
Oh yes, and subtitles.
This is pretty good. Oh, this is so charming. This is lovely. This is so cool. That's so cool, actually. I love it whenever they recognize things like that. This is so far just been one of the most charming games I've ever played, actually. If I can actually...
Then I saw my beautiful city strangled by those disgusting vines. I built it to stand 100 lifetimes, and instead to be buried in one, a monument for weeds.
I'm sorry. I didn't know. Well, I almost feel bad, but not really, because he's a little mean, crazy. Oh wait, there's stuff up there. This is really weird perspective because it's upside down technically, so throwing is gonna... Well, I want this balloon. This balloon is worth it to me. It's just important to me. I got it. This is really, really scary, actually. This is... looks looks a little bit like a harsh fall, but whatever. So this is actually really cool. I really do like this. First off, the game is really fun. Second off, this ending is really cool, actually. I'm only assuming this is only part of the ending, however, because there's obviously a little bit more, seeing as there's 3 parts to this. Unless this is just the beginning of the little end right here.
The dining hall was full of people, like the old days. It smelled like roasted goose. For a moment, I was happy.
Roasted goose. That's a silly use for that. Whoa. I'm the king! Woo! That's really cool. Except that
Then suddenly, I was alone again. The
all right.
world had become cold and dark. I felt my own death rising up around me.
Okay, if you bring out those spiders, that's not cool. If you actually... Oh, there's water rising up everywhere. What I was about to do? Build a tower? Oh, wait, what? Oh, wait, what? No, it's portal. Just throw out a bunch of blocks. Okay, that one's actually going to leave. Oh wait, we must build 30 or... Oh, this is a good box. This is a good box. Neato. Okay, there was a gator there. I'm shivering. I don't want to see the spiders anymore.
I floated past chunks of the house I built, or started building. Scarcely 10 years later, and the whole thing was in ruins. My works were meant to last forever, but most of them will be gone before I am.
This is a weird story, actually. This is kind of sad.
I was at a funeral. My own, as it turned out. No one was there. Except you.
Little Monroe. Hang on a minute. Oh, okay. He's gone. This is really weird. This is kind of sad. Oh, I am Monroe. There's the Swan. There's the king. Oh, I didn't do that. Crap, I didn't mean to do that. That's a little mean. Oh, he's a vamp. Oh, never mind, it fixed itself. This is actually kind of sad. This is... I turn the candle, what'd I do?
I saw my monument. My last hope of leaving something that would live on after me. And I began to walk towards it.
So is he to live?
Step I took, I got larger. I just kept growing and growing, like a teenager.
Like a teenager. Okay, that's this.
Gentle push, my monument crumbled and sank. I saw my life's work laid out in front of me.
This is really, really trippy.
Soon it would crumble into dust, or be painted over by someone who would come after me, the same way I painted over what was here before me.
Oh man, this is giving me chills actually. It's really weird to see this.
When the universe ended, I knew that everything I'd made was over. And as I sat there, looking out into the darkness, I thought back on all the things I'd built and left unfinished. I realized something. I wasn't sad that it was all gone. I had fun making all that stuff. I would have done it anyway. And then, somehow I knew that when I woke up, all my work really would be destroyed. And that's when you showed up. I don't know how you got here, but I'm glad to see you. I have something for you. This brush isn't mine anymore. My work is over. It belongs to you now. I hope it makes you happy, and that someday they will say, he is a better man than his father. That door will take you anywhere you want to go. But leave quickly, child. None of this will last for long.
And that night, even though he was very tired, Monroe did something that would have made his mother very happy. He painted.
Wow. That was... Huh. There's two more parts. I guess these might have all been mashed together. Huh. Well, There we go. Wait a second. Chapters. That was more, I thought. At the end. Oh. Okay. It's just the... And there's credits and 2 question marks. I don't know what those are. I don't know how to unlock them, and I think it'll be okay. I think those may be the toys anyway. Real quick, let's just give it a check, I guess. I don't know how many balloons I turned out with, seeing as I used most of them to buy that. Oh, that's so you can probably get everything. Pick up. Okay. Well. So, I guess, question mark, unlock after all balloons are found, let's beat the level. I'm not gonna fool with those. Overall, that's, you know, obviously the end of the game. So from what I understand, I guess, King was his dad, Queen was his mom. Queen dies, he goes to meet his dad, I guess. Unfinished Swan, her painting leads him through everything, and you find out the king created her, and then he tried to satisfy her, and she was not buying it or something, so she left. And then the king was all sad. I feel kind of bad for the king, because at the very end he realized everything he'd made was, all the stuff he'd made at least, was gonna not be there. I think he probably died there actually, and he was at his funeral at one point. So that was kind of sad actually, but that was overall, I'd say that was a pretty fantastic game. That had some fantastic it was good. It was just, I don't know how to say it. It was a good idea. It played well. Everything it needed to have in it for it to work well was working well. The mechanics were good. I like how when you could climb on a wall, turning away from it wouldn't make you fall off. At first I was afraid I was going to get frustrated with that very easily. However, it was made well, and you could climb easily. It wasn't supposed to be a hard game. It had... The story was actually interesting. I was actually interested over the time I didn't play it to see what happened next in the story. I liked it a lot actually. It had good mechanics. Story was nice. Visuals were nice. Obviously, it had a very distinctive art style. Several actually. A lot of things looked just like the way. Obviously, the first way everything's white. You paint everything with black paint. That was the first thing that everyone catches. That's the coolest part. And then later you get the cool lighting effects that they have when you're in dark areas, and the whole home area where you can make, the three-dimensional objects with paint. That was really cool actually. It was really just different. It wasn't a very long game. You can play it in one sitting if you're willing to sit through it. And overall, I think it was just a pretty good game. It was pretty fun. I liked it. So anyways, that's gonna finish up my very first playlist here, my very first game playthrough, the Unfinished Swan. If you enjoyed it, there will be more coming soon. I may post some other random stuff in here. You can go check out some music I've written, and not much of it, but I've written a couple things. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys whenever I do next. So, see you later.